What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Bernard the Executioner, the alien Hopkins. Get this, Bernard Hopkins wants to see Jaron Ennis pushed. Bernard Hopkins wants to see Jaron Ennis tested by another world-leading welterweight. Boots Ennis was recently described by his new promoter, Eddie Hearn, as the best fighter from Philadelphia since Bernard Hopkins. And he will fight in his home city for the first time since 2018 when he makes the first defense of his IBF title against Canada's Cody Crowley, which is 31. And he said, I'm impressed with his skills, said Bernard Hopkins, but I'm not surprised. He's from Philadelphia. But to impress me, you have to beat someone that I'm impressed by. That's not easy to convince people with the mindset like myself, because I know for a fact there's levels to everything. And let's wait and see when the level comes, because I'm anxious to see him fight someone that me and you can say, wow, that was a great performance, or he failed the test. You know that names in the weight division. You know the names in the weight divisions. Who would you like to see him fight? Okay, and he said, well, Errol Spence, Stanionis, or Crawford. He said, I'd like to see those three. That's a start. I'm not the smartest person in the world, so that's why I asked you. But I'd like to see him and the names you mentioned. I understand journalism is a point and asks questions to see your response, but it's a wasted conversation. Okay, let me stop right there. I'm not reading that whole thing with Bernard because Bernard can talk, let me counterpunch. If you guys notice, though, all right, first off, Bernard is actually saying that simply because, like, Bernard is already proven. His career is over. He's done everything that he's going to do, like heavyweight, super middleweight, right? So he's done his share of success and had his share of victories and the things that he done, with, of course, him and Gennady Golovkin tie, of having the, 22 title defenses, I think it is. Or is it 20 to title defenses? I can't remember, one of them, right? So he's done his thing. But so for people to compare him or compare Ennis to him, yeah, he's going to definitely raise the bar on that. You know what I mean? Stating, Terrence Crawford and Stanionis and Errol Spence. And understand, he's like, I want to see him tested or whatever. But, he wants to see him getting tested. But your fighter, Ryan Garcia, called him out, but you didn't even mention his name. If you guys noticed that, I mean, the guys that he named, none of their last name was Garcia. Now, was it? No. And I think he did that for a reason, because Bernard knows, like, look, this guy, he looks fantastic or whatever, but I still want him to be tested. But I don't want him to be tested by one of my fighters that's going to 147, because that's exactly where he's a champion at, is at 147. I just find that real strange. If you believed in your fighter, or you believe that your fighter could beat Boots Ennis, the first thing you would say, well, hey, Ryan's going up there. That's my fighter. Let's see if he can even take out Ryan. If he can't, that means he's failed. You know what I mean? Instead of bringing all these big proven names already. Well, what about Ryan Garcia? Isn't he proven? You see what I mean? I just find that funny. Now, everything else Bernard Hopkins said, he's dead on about, about, he should be tested. But, like, there's not a lot of people up there, so you need to bring a lot of people up there to give him some competition, like Ryan Garcia, like Teofimo Lopez, like Devin Haney, like a lot of these big younger guys that are moving up in weight and having problems making weight their damn self at the weight class that they work in. So, yes, I think Ryan Garcia should have been added to that list that Bernard Hopkins wants Jaron Boots Ennis to be tested in. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Bernard Hopkins wanting Jaron Boots Ennis to be tested. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!